So I got into a BDSM relationship recently. Yeah, it was with an older lady. Yeah, it's hot. Some of you might know her. Her name is Mother Nature. And if you can't tell, we're here in Texas. And uh, she greeted me at the airport when I was landing at the Dallas airport after a work trip recently. And she's decided to get all hot and crazy when I took my first step outside the door and immediately started choking me with this Texas heat. So she's definitely a MILF, which now, if you're not sure, stands for Mom, I'd like a fan. So I just rolled with it, yelled out my safe word, which is pineapple, and ordered a lift ride. So then a couple days later it was hot again, 109 degrees. And the weatherman said, the heat index is it feels like, and he said it feels like, just give up. So sitting at work, and we're complaining about the heat and how the parking lot feels like an oven now. And the not so smart guy at work said, "At least there's a breeze." And I said, "No, man, you're dumb. This is not Florida. There's no sea breezes." Okay, so the oven, when the parking lot now went from feeling like an oven to an air fryer because the heat is now just hitting me in the face, but harder. So later that night, I was hungry and was throwing some pizza rolls in the air fryer, and I stopped in that last one and had a moment of reflection and empathy for that little pizza roll until I remembered I was hungry, threw that sucker in there because the heat had made me hungry that day. So moving on to something else that's uncomfortable. I attend a lot of Comic-Cons as a vendor. So I'm stuck at a table, people watching, unfortunately. If you're not familiar with these events, this is where thousands of hygienically and socially inept folks cram themselves into one building.
Oh no.
And a lot of them do run around in costumes of their favorite fictional characters. Some of these costumes are beautiful, elaborate, complex, have these flowing wings and great masks. Others are what I like to call TMI. So, and then some of these these costumes have like samurai swords and pistols, and they're running around with these weapons, these fake weapons. But hey, don't worry. These Comic-Cons employ volunteer security forces. Yeah, to do safety checks. So these volunteer security guards have years of no experience in enforcement and security. So these untrained heroes will look at the pistols and check the samurai swords and make sure they're not going to cut anybody's hands off. Fingers crossed. And it's ironic to me because meanwhile, I got too much lint in my pocket when I go through the body scanner at DFW airport, and it triggers the alarm, and then I get an unhappy massage from TSA. Which is, I think, my next show next week that I'm going to do. I'm actually going to do my own costume. I'm going to dress up at my table as a TSA agent. And anybody who doesn't stop at my table to buy something, I'm going to stop them, take their shoes and their water bottles, and have them move on. While we're on the topic of Texas, let's talk about barbecue. Everybody knows barbecue here in Texas. It's synonymous with cowboy boots and guns and all of our liberal policies. Barbecue here is like an art form. They take it serious. They have their marinades that you get, with all their recipes. They have their wood chips that, you got to get the right tree. And, they even pull out apps with getting the temperature right. I just wish our politicians here were that passionate about our property taxes, the power grid, science in general. So, I went to Boston for work a while back, and they were, and the folks at the office were like, "Hey, Keith, we want to take you out somewhere nice for lunch. How about barbecue? You're from Texas, right?" And I'm like, "No." I'm going to be honest. I did not come to I did not get groped in Dallas by TSA to come here and try New England barbecue. I came to the clam chowder capital to learn about Paul Revere's 16 kids and talk to hot chicks who sound like JFK. So that part about Paul Revere having 16 kids is true. Believe it or not. So now we know it wasn't just the British that were coming that night. So hey, that's my time. I gotta hop off. I'm gonna go hop on Amazon, order my TSA costume and some more pizza rolls. Thanks, everybody.
All right.